is it. We're back online. D. Thomas, the data scientist. Call me the data beast. We're doing big things today. First, I will log into my account, which every member will have access to once you subscribe for a year. Setting up the course right now. We're trying to set up the course. Let's see. We actually need we need color. If I change the background, yeah, this. This is really, really dark. Oh, it's actually not that bad. Maybe I can use some custom. Now I'm forgetting my code, so I'll have to come back to that. Maybe if some other people have some ideas, we can work on that. So we did get this up just recently. We're going to be adding a lot more inline texts and things like that in the near future. But this is G. Thomas, live on the air. Again, this is one of my websites that just got put up live. We have our own server. We have access to our own database. Everything is designed. No, I don't. Why not chess.com? Wait a minute. I just challenged Rick Kelly, who's a famous YouTube national chess master. I challenged him to a live stream bullet match because he was bragging on Facebook. He's actually super strong. He's like a classical pianist. He's really filthy. Did you know 80% of your viewers come from thechess.org, dude? They feature your videos. So anyway, he didn't even know that most of his YouTube views come from Lee Chess because they feature. Man, I can't wait to play this dude. I'm going to stream it live. I play Derek Kelly. Anyway, I'm expert. He's master, but we both kind of had our transgressions from the chess scene. But he teaches. So we're here live, direct, and I'm gonna get into some trading, man. I haven't logged in a while, to be honest with you, but it's a no-brainer. Like, remember, I have not done this in years. I've walked away, but I've spent so much time on it that I still have just a natural feel for the markets. I understand it. I see the waves. I see the fractals. I see the Fibonacci sequences. It's really, really easy. So the first thing you got to do is look for a pair. And this is live right now. I have a 10,000 USD in my account. It's virtual cash, but it's simulated. But to be honest with you, if you're going to do this, you want to trade. If you're comfortable enough, you want to have about 50,000 cash in your account, and then leverage it 200 to 1, so you can execute trades at about $5 million. But not only that, you can buy more lots, and we're going to get into all of these things. So the first thing I'm going to do is just look around for the pairs. Now, the truth is they're all pretty much the same. They're either symmetrical or the inverse patterns of each other. It's either one or the other. And so you just find a pair. I actually don't have that many pairs. Let's see what's going on with US and Japan. That's a famous risky trade. Japanese just opened a couple hours ago, so it's good to see what's going on with them. And zoom in. And let's switch to box plots. These are histograms. Okay, so you see the lower quartile, quartile 2, quartile 3, the medians in between the box, the highest value. If it's closed, that means that the last price before it moved here was lower than the previous price. So you can kind of get the drift of the pattern. Dark means it's going lower. It closed lower than the previous. White means it closed up higher than the previous notch. And this is every hour. So this box represents an hour. We're going to discuss these things. In fact, the thing about MetaTrade is that you can have EAs, which are robots, electronic advisors that will do all the trading for you. But obviously, before you can get to that stage, you have to understand how to do the trading yourself. Because sometimes in certain situations, when you have to execute a trade, you want to be able to do it without your EA running. You want to have your EAs running in the background on other pairs. But at sometimes, depending on the news announcements and the bulletins, you want to be able to do some trading on the fly. And we'll get into that. The truth is this is the beginning of this is actually the beginning of the week. So in actuality, if I do really good right now, I won't have to trade anymore for the rest of the week. Another thing is, depending on your style, I can put in my trades for the beginning of the week and close them out at the end of the week. So it all depends on how much you're trading with, your risk factor, what your goals are, depending on your time, your schedule. If you are into day trading and you want to consistently scope away, you have to convert your chart into study. You have to look at your chart by the minute. See, right now, every histogram, every box plot is an hour. But I can change that to where every box plot is a minute. So all I have to do is go to, first let me zoom out of this. It's been so long. It's been years. It really has. And this should be actually pretty simple. It's important to be able to switch from time from hours to 30 minutes to 15 minutes. Very, very important. So right now you go to time frames, and right now 1 hour is default. I'm going to switch it to 30 minutes. Let's go to a refined version of what's going on. And I'm still in the Euro USD. So right now that pair is trading at 1.12. It's actually really, really high still. But if you think about it, if we were to zoom out, you would realize that actually there's a trend that it's been going up and up. And it has a lot to do with Donald Trump and his presidency. When he first came on board and they realized that he was going to empower the finances, it immediately went very, very low. But then once they realized that he may be impeached and that's still undetermined, we've been losing value. But to me, I actually, and not just me, but a lot of other investors will always suggest supporting the U.S. It's just one of the things you always do, no matter what, no matter how bad things are, you should always bet on the U.S. And so if this is going down, that means that the U.S. dollar is gaining strength on the euro. All right. Up means that U.S. something's wrong in the U.S. We're losing value. If it's going down, that means the U.S. dollar is gaining strength. And I believe clearly that it will definitely go back down soon. It'll probably take a couple of weeks to come back down. Let's cut it down to a minute. Now we obviously see there's a correction going on. It opened up. There's a correction happening from the past couple of weeks, since a month, or the past month. It's correcting itself from a month. It's going to go, it looks like it's targeting 1.1, which is 1,000 pips or 1 penny. So it looks like it's correcting itself, and it will happen in another week or two. But let's go back to the 5-minute chart. Okay, let's zoom in on a 5-minute chart. We're going to place our trade, but because we don't have a lot of time, okay, let's go to a 1-minute chart. Tools. Let's get some Bollinger Bands on this thing. Indicator. Let's get some Bollinger Bands. Default. As you can see, the Bollinger Bands is when it hits the band, it slingshots off of it. It's pretty consistent. So within this time frame, it looks like the every box plot is a minute of trading. It appears that it's actually shooting up higher slightly. Okay. I'm gonna execute our trade. So right now, everything looks like it's going down. We're at 1.12. There's a spread. About 10 pips of a spread. That's actually how they make money. So, Windy Analytics will eventually, once we develop our own program, we will develop our own trading platform for data scientists. And we're going to have high-speed algorithms to execute trades at lightning speed. Before we get into all that, we're gonna trade by hand. why I see this practice account, I'm like, I'm losing out. I don't see it refreshing fast enough. It seems like it hasn't moved. I haven't zoomed in enough. I want to follow it by the minute. I've been sitting here for longer than a minute. I haven't seen a new box plot appear. Now, when you use the Bollinger Bands with, say, another indicator like with one of these Mac this is key. It really gives you a good indication of which way it's heading. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, there we got another minute. And it's white. It looked like it went down. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. So we're about to execute a trade, man. We're going to make some money real quick. Let me show you guys how to do this. Now, because my balance is only 10,000, it's actually not very much, but I will buy a few lots. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I have an idea of how this is looking. We're also going to develop our own indicator. All right, that's only been one of my PhD projects that I want to do someday. If I can ever, go in that direction. After data science, I want to move strictly into more web development, trading platforms, using machine learning algorithms to better predict the price and make our EAs much more. These are the experts, the EAs. I don't have any loaded right now, but you can program them, you can find them. Some of them cost, some of them are free. You just find out what it does and load it, and then you just let it take over. So like I could load, maybe on my next video, I'll actually load an EA on one of these pairs and have it do its own trading. But you gotta read it. It tells you which pair it trades best on. So when you're new to Forex trading, it's very highly risky. It's not for the faint of heart. And when you learn a pair, you gotta stick with one pair first. And everyone starts off with the Euro USD pair. All right, looks like the pairs actually dipped below 120 or 112. And that means it's actually going down, which is what I thought. When I saw the hour chart, I knew it was heading down. It was a no-brainer to me. Zoom out. Yep. Wow. In the past hour, and this is where we are. We're at 1.9. Looks like it's going down some more. It might even do like one of these. So I'm actually gonna bet on the US dollar right now. I'm gonna enter my bet in. I'm just gonna let it ride out and sit for a while. We'll come back and check on it. So let me execute a trade now. It's time to place an order. And of course, I forgot where to go to do that. Come on, it shouldn't be that hard, right? I'm logged in. I know I'm logged in. Come on, I need to hurry up. It's going down. This is so easy. But you gotta also realize that I'm not gonna take much risk because it's my first trade, and sometimes when it's your first trade, you're gonna lose. So you should actually go opposite of what you think. But I could have been right? I could have been right as well. Auto trading. Sheesh. Where's my no, I know my pair. I know my pair is there, but I'm ready to pull the trigger on something. Jeez. think I just click on my, I think I just click on my pair and it'll come up. It'll let me. Oh my God, we're still going down. We're still going down. It's holding its on. Yep, I'm getting in on this. Beginning of the week. That means they. Where the hell is my- New order. Yes, there it is. Why is it black? Why is my new order black? What the hell? Oh, it's because I have on Auto Trader, right? We do not want Auto Trader on. Automatic trading is enabled. Time for a new order. So the way it works is basically you have three options. You can buy, sell, or do nothing. Um, Obviously, there's power in every move. It's important to sometimes not do anything because there's a lot of uncertainty. I mean, the patterns are random at the end of the day, and this is the most volatile market there is. I mean, it's like sailing in the Bering Sea. You know, a lot of waves, dangerous waves, very hard to predict. But within the certain patterns and to the trained eye, one can recognize certain patterns and actually make profits at any rate. So yeah, I'm gonna be back here. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna keep my eye on this pair. I see it still dropping. It's at 1.119, so 11.95. So actually, I've missed out on my trading, so I might have to do a reverse trade because there's going to be a correction. There'll probably be a correction coming really soon. So let me go to the minute, let's go to the 15 minute. Oh, okay. Nice little trend, riding the Bollinger Band. Looks a little flat, so it's about to break out. Usually this pattern is the cross. That means it's about to break out. And one of the other directions. As you can see, it's obviously going down. And this is the 15-minute. So maybe it's because my account is not. Maybe I didn't log in or something. All right. I'm in. No trades have been executed. I mean, this is all free. You know, when you create an account, well, once you qualify to actually have MetaTrade and all that, it's a free account. So it's, my account information is actually not. Um, you can get a new account at any time you want. Okay, so we're not going to use any experts. I'm just going to use my trade. I'm ready to make a trade, but I think something's not working. And also, I should point out that you always want to check the news and the commentary before you begin trading. And it's really important because you may see a trend, but the moment that news comes in, it's called fundamental analysis. The markets move on both technical and fundamental. And anytime in a news announcement, G4 meetings coming up, you got to know what's going on in Japan. You got to know what's going on in Europe. You know, right now, you know, Japan is starting a new day. Pretty soon, Europe will open in another 2 to 3 more hours. So you gotta be abreast of everything that's going on. Eventually, we will get into creating our own experts called Codebase. It's a programming language that allows you to create your own trading robot. You just tell them which indicators your robot will use to signal when to get out, when to get in, when to buy, when to hold, trailing stops. So if I can actually get into placing a new order, I would. I think there might be something wrong with my account though. Come on, man. See, if this was green, I'd be good to go. So 119.4. We're not gonna do any live trading. Not with real money. We could, but the minimum I would recommend is $500. And again, you would only want to risk a fraction of that 500. You wouldn't ever want to go below, say, like 350. If you go below 350, you're in trouble. You need to stop what you're doing. that point. But 500, it's done. I mean, I think they even go as low as 250. Some people trade micro and certain websites. This website does not support micro trading, but there are other sites out there that has robots that will trade by the penny, and it just sits and runs all day. So Forex is 24/7, well 24/6, actually 24/5 and a half. It's closed from Friday, open Sunday because of Japan and the United States. So it's open. It's going to be open. It does not stop. This is like the beginning of the week, so everybody's placing their trades now, and they just sit and wait. If you're a weekly trader, that's probably the way to go. You place your orders beginning of the week, and keep your eye on it, babysit it throughout the week, and then by the end of the week, by the weekend, you want to take your profits and then place another weekend bet, because throughout the weekend there's actually action going on, and you can make profits just over the weekend if you bet in the right direction. Of course, if you know which way it's going to close, which is pretty easy to predict. You can just go back in time and look at every time, like this morning. So it opens at 2 p.m. PST. So at 2 p.m., all I have to do is go back to 2 p.m. and see how high did it jump up. Now this is every 15 minutes. Every box plot is 15 minutes. Again, this is your low, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, basically lower quartile, upper quartile. The box represents 50% of the data. The price within 15 minutes, half of the price was in between these two values. And you can kind of see those two values. What are those two values? Well, in 15 minutes, it was pretty volatile within this time span. And as you can see, it was trending downward. But people were making profits from here to here within 15 minutes. If you look within 15 minutes, that's in between these two values. So 1.12525 and 1.12480. So that difference is what 45 pips from here to here. And so within 15 minutes, it went from here all the way down. That's over 100. That's over 100 something pips right there, and that's good. If you can execute a trade and make 100 pips of profit, depending on what you risk, that is, you're doing something right at that point. We may have to come back to this, just because my EA is not up. But in the meantime, I will show you guys the supercomputer that is up right now. Still up. I haven't logged in a while, but again, right now I'm selling this as a product. We're going to fine tune the product. Strong password. Nothing's running. Oh man, I haven't been in here in a while. It's been a good long while. But let's see if I can get an R notebook, right? And let's just see what's inside my library. Well, so as I told you, this is Supercomputer, and I don't like to disappoint. So look at the packages that's just loaded up on this puppy, man. You have this at your work computer, your friend's computer, internet cafe's computer. You have this any and everywhere you go. It is loaded up, nothing but data science tools. And I've actually installed, I put Swirl on here. It didn't have Swirl, but I actually put Swirl on here. So you can learn how to operate different things. And I'm going to be doing some more demos on this, but right now we just don't have the time. We just don't have the time to do all this. But where do you go to actually where would you go to get a supercomputer? As I told you before, on my LMS, you would click here on D. Thomas. This is what your profile is going to look like. This is going to be the data science profile, and we were going to have your links to a lot of your different projects that you have going on, so that everything's a centralized location. We're going to have a data science profile, so everybody can have their profiles. A link will be to the supercomputer. I haven't linked it yet, but I can even demonstrate how that's done, where to go to upload things, to actually do some development on this site. There's a way to do that. Actually, I haven't even. There's so much to do. We're gonna get this going. Let me see. If I just click in here and go to directory, this is all free. I have enough for hundreds of thousands of pages, and I don't pay a dime. Right? This is like the MySpace. You know what I'm saying? This is like MySpace, like for real. We're just, these are all. It's just that they didn't really develop it much, because this was a program that I was working on. We just didn't get a chance to do much on the program itself right now. But it is a work in progress for sure. We even have some slideshows. This is all JavaScript, and everything is open source. You can just steal everything, put it into your own site if you like it. Pretty easy stuff. So we're not holding back, man. You get this along with, of course, the links will be set up starting at $60 for the entire year, but obviously there's not much RAM space in the $60 computer per year. Like if you want to install more stuff into your computer, and you can even let me get to where. So I could pull up a terminal. So in this terminal now, I'm now inside my computer. You can install any kind of software you want. We can have multiple different operating systems all connected. But at that point, that's a little bit different now. We depending on your needs and what you need it for, we can find a good deal for you. You won't be able to do this on your own, unless, of course, you're a business. This is a service that I'm offering. $60. If your business is going to cost you way more than $60. In fact, because we're just starting out, this is all new. So of course the prices are, we can get you grandfathered in, and the way I want to have it is, once I give you a rate, that is your rate for life. So, you want to lock in your rate. It's like gym membership, right? We're going to be having a lot of items on here. I have books, data science books, tutorials. We'll be doing a lot of things inside of here. There's going to be videos. We're linking everything, communications, messaging. Well, this is actually, if I go to student view, this is what the student view will actually look like. But everybody's getting in as administrators for now, because we're going to be developing this page and hosting a lot of data science, Forex trading platform, data science, finance, big data, you name it, we do it. Even the statistical data science guy, you know. So we're gonna be doing a lot of different projects on here. That's it for now. Again, I was gonna get short on the Euro USD pair. That means that, hope that it goes down, but I kind of lost out on that. It's kind of stagnant now. It's ready to do the reversal, but everybody, supply and demand's going both ways. Plus, there's not too many people. It's Father's Day, so it's really just off to a slow week. But my predictions for this week, honestly, I haven't been up on the news that much. But my predictions is, and we can check by the end of the week. And well, this is June. This is June 18th week. My predictions is that the U.S. dollar will gain strength this week. I think that it will probably go. It may dip below 1.11. So hopefully, I'm thinking at some point during the week, it will challenge that 1.11 barrier. There's resistance there, but there's support and resistance on both ends. Actually, this is support, it's resistance, but ultimately it breaks out of that little rhythm as it normally does. That's it for now. We will come back more later. We just got to figure out how to place new orders. I think my account is frozen. Maybe I have to verify something. Yeah, we'll be back. Peace out, man. And we will get into the homework, midterm exams this week. SAS, you gotta wait until Monday when they put the ban back on SAS. Get in there and get to work on Monday with your SAS, because it's still kind of a lot of work to figure out how to format everything. I know everybody's reverting to R. The code skeleton was somewhat helpful. That's it for now, guys. Take it easy. Be in touch. Peace.